Dawson jumps at center for Gary Wallace. Zeller jumps at center for the Hatchets. Tap is up and won by Washington. Hunsinger on the right side. Thought about a three, pulls it down. Dawson draws the defensive assignment. Anthony an open look from 15 and buries it. Washington leads 58-56, 3:40 left to go in the overtime. Man-to-man by Washington. Ball screen going to be set each side for Wallace, looking for Dawson down low. Crawford goes, dishes, ball tipped out of bounds.
Look for them to go back to that to get him a touch.
Harris on the high left side. Now we'll swing it right side off the Crawford screen. Flip it left side to Brandon Bradford. Out of LaTroy Taylor. Taylor back to Harris. Looking for Dawson down low. Turns, shot altered by Zeller. Dawson had it, lost it. Zeller gets it again. Going to the floor, got rid of it. That's 24 rebounds for Zeller. 26 is the 3A state championship game record. Set by Muncie Southside back in 1999 by Jerry Hall. Hunsinger on the bounce. Left side Anthony. I'll ask you again. Now if you're Washington, do you back it out?
Not yet, but right now I think you could, but you're going to have to attack right there. There's where you want the ball.
Zeller on the baseline. Push shot. Does not get the roll. Crawford and Irvin fight for it. And they were going to have a jump ball, and the arrow goes to Gary Wallace. In high school basketball, and overtimes are 4 minutes long, one half of a quarter. Dawson off the screen. Three for Harris for the lead. No. Fight for the loose ball. Zeller and Bradford fight for it. Zeller comes out of there with it. And Anthony going to be fouled by Taylor. Anthony, who is 6 of 8 from the line, is Gary Hamilton. So he is over at the scores table, and he is conferring on all the fouls. Other than the official scorer here, we have Taylor with 4 fouls.
But I think that's why we have a good rule during the regular season. Each school has a scorekeeper sitting right next to the official scorekeeper, and they can, throughout the game, agree and disagree on situations.
And they're gonna change it. They're gonna have Taylor with 4 fouls. So they're gonna bring Taylor back in, and he missed it. Unfortunately, that whole process kind of ices the free throw shooter.
Like 3 timeouts in one.
So 59-56 with 2:05 left to play. Dawson the drive, no. Zeller taps it, it goes right to Crawford. Crawford throws it for Bradford, it finds Taylor, 3 for the tie. No. Crawford tips it. Fight for the loose ball, Anthony's got it. Washington has the basketball, up by 3, minute 50 to play, and a reach-in foul coming here. Anthony's first free throw is good. Minute 47 and counting, left to go in the overtime. Dawson with the basketball in his hand. They're trying to line him up for a drive. He'll dish. 3 in the corner, Harris. No, it's an air ball. It goes right to Hunsinger. Hunsinger racing back. Irvin all alone. Layup. Got it. 7-point lead in the overtime. Irvin's got 8. Taylor will pull up deep. 3. Sticks it. Timeout Wallace. They got it called. Inbounds comes to Gines. Trapped by Wallace. Irvin now the basketball. Back to Gines. Washington has to get the ball to the front court. They will to Irvin. Irvin to Anthony. Now to Hunsinger. Steal by Dawson. Races back. One-hand jam. Hunsinger didn't touch him. Just let him go. It's back to a 2-point game. And a timeout called by Gary Wallace. Ronaldo Thomas leading the cheer for Wallace, saying defense, defense. Hunsinger had it knocked away. Got it back. Now finds Anthony. Anthony over to Gines. Gines double teamed, reach in, a foul coming here against Wallace, and that is going to be on LaTroy Taylor, and that is unquestionably his 5th foul. Makes it. Free throw up, and it's good. 65-61. Dawson now will bring the ball to the front court for Wallace. Dawson on the dribble. Had it stripped away. It's going to be a foul on Irvin. Dawson 7 of 10 from the line tonight and calmly strikes that one. Missed it. Zeller the rebound. That ties the record. That's 26. Wallace, Hunsinger, drives around Johnson. He stepped out of bounds. Dawson into the front court. Dawson on the bounce to the basket. Up and over Gines. Good. And if that's on Gines, that's his 5th. They're going to call offensive or the block on Gines. It's offensive on Dawson. So it'll be out of bounds to Washington. No free throws. That's just the 2nd foul on Dawson. Abram will check out. Abram's got 4 fouls. Jamal Johnson will check back in.
Gines to get the ball.
Irvin back to Gines. Gines has got to get in the front court. He's got to worry about it. He's calling for timeout. He gets it. Hang on a second. They could call a travel first. Yes. They say before the timeout, Gines traveled with a basketball.
That was a strange play as Gines stretched out to get the referee's attention as he's calling timeout. He drug his pivot foot, so that was a strange play.
It'll be out of bounds to Wallace, right side of their own basket. Baseline corner, Crawford. To Devontae Harris. Dawson for the tie. No. Long rebound. Abram tracks it down. Abram for the tie. No. Rebound tipped. Fought for. Touch last by Wallace. Out of bounds Washington with 12.9 seconds left to play. Here it is 65-62 Washington. 12.9 to go in overtime. Anthony receives the inbounds pass. No foul given. Fight for the loose ball. We're waiting to see. Officials talking it over. It's going to be out of bounds to Wallace. Washington was out of bounds. Turnover committed by Curtis Anthony. And it'll be Wallace basketball with 5.6 seconds remaining. Wallace is out of timeouts. Gene Miller, I don't think wants to call it. He will. He'll call a timeout for Washington. Dawson in the back court, down to the front court. He'll pull up from 30 for the tie. No. Tap out by Hunsinger from half court. Dawson got it off in time and nearly got it. Washington has won the 3A state championship for the 3rd time in the last 6 seasons. What a bowl game at Conseco Fieldhouse.